Hey there, and welcome back to the VEX IQ Guide. In today's video, we're going to be diving into gears and sprockets. These parts are essential not only in VEX, but also in any real-world engineering scenario. At a base level, these parts are used to increase speed or power. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look into what gears are and how to use them for VEX. Let's dive in. Here we can see the different types of gears in VEX IQ. Gears are classified by the amount of teeth that they have, which are the little spiky things on the outside of the gears. From left to right, we have the 12-tooth gear, the 24-tooth gear, the 36-tooth gear, the 48-tooth gear, and the 60-tooth gear. Let's take a look at how gears can be used in an actual build. Here we're going to be creating a simple mechanism where we can have two gears that once spun will spin the other gear the opposite way. As you can see, we're going to be first placing the small gear on the shaft on the beam. Next, we're going to be placing a slightly larger gear, which will be a 36-tooth gear, onto the other shaft. Now, once we spin these gears, after we put this last shaft collar on, you're going to see that both of the gears will spin once one gear is spun. A good thing to keep in mind is that when you spin a gear one direction, the gear that it touches will spin in the opposite direction, as you can see here. Using a very similar mechanism to what we just built, we're going to now be placing a motor on it. Once we place the motor on, we can see that the motor shaft is going to go into the motor. Now, once we spin the gears, you can actually hear that motor turning. If we were to hook up this motor to an actual brain and controller, the motor would be able to move the gears by itself. Sprockets are similar to gears in the sense that they also have teeth, and they can be used in the same way to increase speed or torque. However, sprockets, unlike gears, don't simply go next to each other and push each other to transmit power. Instead, they're connected through chain, and they can be connected over long distances. Let's take a look at how this works. Firstly, we have two sprockets on shafts on this beam. What we want to do is place chain around these sprockets as shown here. Once we have the chain, we can connect the chain links together, as shown here, to complete the chain sequence. Now if we spin either sprocket, the other one will spin because of the chain pulling both of the sprockets and linking them together. In general, it's best to use gears when you're dealing with transmitting power over a short distance, and sprockets when you're dealing with transmitting power over long distances. This is because chain can reach over very long distances, so that makes sprockets a great bet for dealing with those long distances. However, gears are nice, small, and they can go really well when they're put right next to each other. That's why if you're dealing with short distances, gears are your best bet. When you're dealing with mid distances that might fall in the middle, it generally can be up to you. I would say that if it would take more than about 3 gears, generally try to use a sprocket, but anything less in gears should be just fine. That's all for today on gears and sprockets. Gears and sprockets are great for increasing speed, torque, and doing so many other things. That being said, they have such a huge potential, so everything about them can't just fit into this video. So be sure to check out some of my other videos on these parts to get a full, complex understanding on how they work and what to do with them. As always, if you found this video helpful, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next one.